How a man feels in battle. There can be nothing more puzzling than the analysis of one's feeling on a battlefield. You cannot describe them satisfactorily to yourself or others. To march steadily up to the mouths of 100 cannon while they pour out fire and smoke and shot and shell in a storm that mows the men like grass is horrible beyond description, appalling. It is absurd to say a man can do it without fear. During Hancock's charge in Fredericksburg, for a long distance, the slope was swept by such a hurricane of death that we thought every step would be our last. And I'm willing to say, for one, that I was pretty badly scared. Whatever may be said about getting used to it, old soldiers secretly dread a battle equally with new ones. But the most difficult thing to stand up under is the suspense while waiting. As we waited in Fredericksburg, drawn up in line of battle on the edge of the field, watching the columns file past us and disappear in the cloud of smoke, where horses and men in colors go down in confusion, where all sounds are lost in the screaming of shells, the cracking of musketry, the thunder of artillery, and knowing that our turn comes next, expecting each moment the word "forward." It brings a strange kind of relief when forward comes. You move mechanically with the rest. Once fairly in for it, your sensibilities are strangely blunted. You care comparatively nothing about the sights that shock you at first. Men torn to pieces by cannon shot become a matter of course. At such a time there comes a latent sustenance from within us, which no man anticipates who has not been in such a place before, and which most men pass through without knowing anything about. Those who say they would like to visit a battlefield seldom know what they're talking about. After darkness has put an end to the struggle, a hush settles over the field. Such a contrast to the roar of fight. Never is silence more oppressive, more eloquent. You hear the cries of the wounded, which are never distinguished, while the work is going on. A stray shot buries through the darkness overhead. You hear the ambulance wheel churrs heavily along, grinding through the soil with a sullen, muffled sound, like some monster crunching the bones of his victims. You see the outline of forms gliding through the gloom, carrying on litters pale, bloody men. You stumble over, perhaps your friend, with his hair matted in blood over his face and his dead eyes staring blindly up to the sky. You are startled by the yells of those lifted about after becoming cold and stiff in their blood. Follow to the hospital, you see those whose lives clung to them on the field, dissected alive and butchered. They writhe a few hours or days, are tumbled into a trench, their graves unknown, forgotten forever. Then talk about the horrors of war.